recipe is called Easy No Yeast Dinner Rolls. So I tried one batch. I just ran across this probably online somewhere. So I tried one and I saw a couple little things I would like to try differently. So I'm going to take you on the road with me to try it out a little differently. Another thing I like about this recipe is it says it makes 5. I'm going to make 6, but anyway, it's great to have a smaller amount on dinner rolls as opposed to making 1 or 2 dozen at a time, especially if there's just a couple people there with you. So let's get started. So in this bowl I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I'm going to add a teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of salt. I like to stir things up with a fork, so I've got a big fork. I'm going to just mix up the salt and the baking soda together. And then the next 2 ingredients are 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. In goes the mayonnaise. Hope y'all are doing well, sheltering at home. I have been out and about. My job did not stop. Been to the grocery store when needed, so I've been doing well, and I hope that you are too. All right, 1 cup of flour, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking soda, 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, and a half a cup of milk. Now, something I learned from the last one, when I stirred in my half cup, just using my fork now to mix all this together, is when I finished, they were just not quite as moist as I like. So I've got my milk out here just in case I want to put in a couple more drops. I want them to be less dry. I want this batter to be a bit more moist than the last ones I tried. And I made 5 with the first one I experimented. I thought they were a little too large, so I am going to make 6 out of this one. Okay, so it looks pretty good. See how it's still pretty movable and it's not dry. So in this case, my half cup worked pretty good. But don't be afraid. If you're stirring it up and it looks really dry, then just pour in a few drops more of milk. Now, before I got all my ingredients out, I took my muffin pan and I sprayed 6 different cups so that I can put the dough in there. Such a beautiful sunny day today. It's not quite as warm as some of the days we've had, but I sure appreciate seeing the sunshine. How about you? Now I'm going to use a big spoon. I'm going to dip this out, and I'm going to fill up 6 muffin cups. And also, before I started, I turned my oven on to 350. Just putting it in, and you can see it's quite moist. There's no dry flour showing up. There's 4. This will be 5. Now this is my very first Cooking with Grandmommy video I've had to make by myself. I miss you, Kendra. She does such a good job of making videos, and I'm just using my phone. So we'll see how it all turns out, just doing it by myself and with my phone. I'm looking forward to when we're back into full swing of things. How about you? I can make these videos using a person who knows how to run that video camera well and can give me good direction on what's going on. Okay, so I have scooped out 6 just large spoonfuls of dough and dropped them in the muffin tins. Now I'm going to put these in the oven. Be right back. I set my timer for 15 minutes. So while those are baking, I'm going to clean up my mess here, and I will see you in just a bit when they come out of the oven. Hi everybody, welcome back. Now, I just took these out of the oven. And remember, it's called an Easy No Yeast Dinner Roll. You will see that mine are not real brown on top. The picture with the recipe showed them brown on top. I actually went an extra 10 minutes. I did like 5 minutes at a time. You can see though they're nice and brown on the bottom, but the tops are not brown. So I'm just gonna tip them over out of the pan. I have a basket here for bread. I'm just gonna pop them in there. Here we go. And now, let's just open this one up and see what we've got inside. So pop it open. All right, it's done well. It's nice and fluffy inside. Got some butter on the plate. My favorite thing. Put some butter on that while it's warm and let it melt. And then let me just show you. Remember I said the recipe calls for making 5, but I did 6. I think these are pretty good size for a single serving. But you can practice on your own with the 5 or 6. So let's just have a taste. I think your family will like it. That's good. So simple and easy, quick. When you need a little bread for dinner and you haven't made another plan, just grab the flour, the salt, the baking powder, some mayonnaise, and some milk, and there you go. So remember, at Grandmommy's house, food is all about love. Everybody's welcome. Please like, please share, please subscribe. I really appreciate that. Let your friends know that I've got over 40 recipes on my channel while people are looking for new ideas or simple meals, simple desserts, just simple foods that they can prepare. And you know what? I will see you next time. Have a great week. Bye-bye.